When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'll find a smile will go a long, long way. Though you're down, don't sit around and frown. A little smile will go a long, long way. Never grieve, just try to make believe the sky is blue, although you know it's gray. Don't you pine, it's just a waste of time. You'll find a smile will go a long.
And welcome aboard. It's Ron and Jen's Great Escape. It's our YouTube podcast. If you haven't figured that out yet, seeing that you're watching it on YouTube. I'm Ron St. Pierre along with Jen Brian, and between us, who's that?
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
I can't believe he's dead.
I know. God rest.
Oh, my gosh.
God rest Pee-wee.
You know, so many people are dead.
It's true. A lot of people are
Isn't
dead.
that quite a profound statement?
It's extremely profound.
There's a lot of dead people, man.
You getting psyched up for the holidays yet?
I am so psyched for November 1st because November 1st, all the Christmas stuff comes out and I can officially start watching Ralphie. But you know what's I love A Christmas Story.
I love the movie too, but enough. It's like enough.
It's so sweet and so simple, and there's no swears in it, and there's no politics, there's no sexual overtone. It's just a sweet movie.
I love Shepard's narration too.
Yeah, I just love it. But you know, the thing is I feel like, and I was thinking this the other day. I asked a couple people. I asked my mom. I asked my best friend. I said, "What does everybody want for Christmas? Because you get one thing this year. Usually, I do."
I'm only getting one thing?
No, you get a couple.
All right, okay.
You're getting a couple of things. I bought one of your gifts last summer, but I can't believe we're doing this again. It feels like we just put our stuff away.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
You want to know something?
Because so quick, it came so fast.
Because I've had such a year-long quirky back. All of the stuff that's in the basement, because we decorate pretty heavily here at Chez St. Pierre. We love it. We love it. I've checked. We're recording this at Chez St. Pierre in the office.
Always.
If you check out the living room on your exit, the Christmas stuff is already up. Not put out. The boxes are up. Because I've been bringing them up like two at a time because that's all I can do with this this quirky back. No, I'm
just ask.
I will. I'll ask.
Just ask me for some help.
Axe at what? $15 an hour?
That's it. No, okay. I work for food. You know that.
Trick or treating. Would you, when you were a kid, and did you go to the businesses when you were out trick or treating? Like like a store of some kind or what have you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, some stores would give out candy. Others would look at you like you got lobsters coming out your ears. And so that brings me to this question, Jennifer Brian. As a child, would you have ever trick or treated at the State House?
No.
They're actually going to do it.
No.
The State House.
No.
Thursday, October 26th, State House, Smith Street. Here's what you know. For once, the legislators, lobbyists, and denied public records requests, they won't be the scariest thing at the State House. Apparently, they're going to do trick-or-treating from 5 until 7 p.m. So, you know what you do? You go dressed as a lawmaker. That'd be cool.
Well, listen, I should go dressed as Tiara Mack and twerk my way through that
upside
event.
down.
Just upside down. Just have somebody roll me along on a board with wheels.
I like it.
And I could just be upside down twerking away.
You're a little twerking away there. Hey, thanks to our sponsors of the fine YouTube and supporting us. If you want peace of mind knowing your loved ones are being cared for and they're safe in their own home, you contact Brenda Lee O'Hara and her team at 401-345-1811. Online, it's o'haraseniorcare.com. They treat your loved ones like their own with care and compassion. Brenda Lee O'Hara has been with us since day one, and we can't thank her enough. And she's been very, very supportive, as has Operation Stand Down Rhode Island and Greg's Restaurants. OSDRI.org, very important to your life, Jen.
Yeah, well, I mean, they helped save my life, honestly. I mean, my sister used to say, you're a cat, but with 20 lives. I mean, it's unbelievable you're still alive.
That's 11 more than cats have.
Well, yeah, I mean,
just so as you know.
Well, that's the point. And if you're a veteran and you're currently serving, or if you have family members of someone that's currently serving, Rhode Island's primary nonprofit for vets is Operation Stand Down Rhode Island. Here's what they do for you. Here's what they did for me. They help veterans with housing, employment, basic needs, VA disability benefits, and legal issues, food, honestly, so much more. If you're a veteran in need of support, just call your battle buddies over at Operation Stand Down Rhode Island. And for more information, you can log on to osdri.org. They have the phone number right there, or I'm looking for it, Ron. Do you have it?
I don't have it on in my hip pocket right now.
Yeah, all right. By the end of the show, I'll have it. But just go osdri.org, their phone number and all of their contact info right there.
And it's almost Thanksgiving time to get your order in. at Greg's. They do a great Thanksgiving package for you at
I'm hungry.
all four of their great locations. You can find out more about it at gregsusa.com, just to give you an idea what it's all about. It's never too early. Right now, you can place your Thanksgiving dessert and family-style meal order. Greg's accepting orders for Thanksgiving desserts and complete family-style meals. You've done this.
Do it now.
Yeah, you've done this in the past, and you've
couple
enjoyed
times.
it. Yeah. Meals come pre-cooked, so all you got to do is heat, serve, and take the credit. Each meal generously serves four, and includes all white meat for a turkey breast, also rolls, gravy, mashed potatoes, squash, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and peas. So your entire table will be set. Check it out at gregsusa.com. Quality, value, cleanliness, Rhode Island tradition for 50 years. Jen and I often frequent the Greg's in North Kingstown. Go see our pal, Gio. Some good things, some bad things have stayed since the pandemic hit. What would be a good thing?
What would be a good thing?
Yeah, since the pandemic hit. What did we learn from the pandemic?
Well, that we're social creatures, and like the commercial said, I think we all kind of need each other as long as we're all behaving, and
Yes, that helps.
yes, that we're and I still say that. I used to say this at the end of my radio show all the time, and then the commercials stole it during the pandemic. We're all in this together.
That's true.
Not anymore, though. But I guess,
no.
I don't know. So that's all I can say is, people now are making me mad. And even though we're all in this together, I might kick them out of the boat.
I think what we've learned is to be a little bit more careful about our environment and what have you. But here's something. Compulsive hoarding has been on the rise since the pandemic. And I think you're guilty of it.
I do it.
What do you hoard? TP?
Well, no. Right now, I was hoarding Benadryl because they were saying they're taking Benadryl and cold meds off the shelves.
I saw some cold medications being taken off the
when
shelf.
they said,
Mostly syrups.
But when they said Benadryl, I thought, wait a minute, why? So I have enough Benadryl for over a year. Let's put it that way. A year's supply of Benadryl, and I have a crap ton of cold medications that they're... And let me just say, and I know that this is deviating from the topic here, but now they're telling us these things. This stuff has been on the market
Forever.
30, 40, 50 years.
Right.
And just now, the FDA says, they don't work, we're taking it off the shelf. So this smells.
It stinks.
Put on your tinfoil hat with me. This smells.
Mama do a helicopter?
But I mean it.
Black
I don't know. Maybe it has
just suddenly Cheracal's not good for you.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. Me either. Now, those who were already suffering with compulsive behaviors may have worsened during the lockdown. Hoarders may keep items one would normally discard, like garbage. Garbage? Who hoards garbage?
Oh, I don't do that.
Dead pets and expired food. This is a gross story. I'm sorry I did it.
No, we were talking about. I'm talking about Q-tips,
Yeah.
Benadryl,
TP. Handy wipes, Purell.
Handy wipes. What do I have? I have body wash.
Dead pets.
During if there's a bomb dropped on us, I don't want to smell.
In addition to mental distress,
Water.
hoarding can pose a
Filters.
serious fire hazard and increases fall risks. So there are some good and there are some bad things that are lingering since the pandemic.
I don't want to sneeze. Well, I learned I don't want to sneeze on people.
See, Benadryl is very important to both of us.
Helps me
Or
sleep.
Zyrtec, because of the size of our proboscis.
Yes.
Proboscis. What's the plural of proboscis? Probosci?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just means it means you and I have big
But
noses.
listen, it helps me sleep.
Yeah, it helps you do nights.
Yeah, I don't take it a lot because I'm not on any medication.
You can't
at all.
you can't OD on Benadryl, by the way, just so you know.
I don't. But I just like to have it. And when they say you can't, I'm kind of like,
We don't like that.
No, why? Let me decide. But not everybody. I don't know if everybody's going to be taking this stuff off the shelf.
When Ron and Jen are told you can't have it, what's the first thing we do?
We go get it.
I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
What the hell is it?
What the hell is it?
I gotta have it and I gotta hoard it.
Yeah.
Have it and hoard it. That sounds like a shop that would be at the mall, right next to pumpkins and shit. Yeah, all right.
That's a
we can
great
say that, by the
store.
way. Pumpkins and shit. We can say that on the YouTube, but they're not going to do that because we don't want to PO. We don't want to get people peeved.
There's a store in East Providence called Bait and Shit or Tackle and Shit.
Is there really?
Yes.
How do they get away with that?
It's just on a big sign. I drove by it. I nearly died. And
Tackle
I thought,
and stuff.
Tackle and shit. They stole our idea.
They did.
What the heck?
And that makes us turn to the most popular segment on any podcast in America these days, and that is Jen's News.
There's no other segment. It's just Jen. Jen.
That's it. Genuflect, Jen.
Oh, no, it's terrible.
And I will not partake because I get lectured if I jump in too soon.
No, that is not true. Here's when you get lectured. See, he lies. He lies. The reason why, in lectured, no, I just said to him.
I'm an influencer.
We were doing a show on the radio. And so
Which you can hear.
Yeah.
Saturday mornings at 9.
This guy.
At 7. I wish it was 9. Saturday mornings at 7 on News Radio 920 WHJJ.
No, we're doing Jen's News. And so I'm just chugging along. And he says, well, I got one. Do you mind? He had a story in the middle of So I looked at him, tongue in cheek, sort of. And I said, wait a minute, it's Jen's News. Which his response was, not anymore. Now it's Ron's News.
Oh, it wasn't that forceful. Come on.
I would say it was.
It was also just as tongue-in-cheek.
Anyway,
Right, Pee-wee?
Yeah. Anyhow, Jen's News.
Anywho.
All kind of stupid stuff. So that's just kind of encapsulates my life and who I am, which is fun. I'd rather be stupid and happy than smart.
And unhappy.
And mean.
You're not stupid.
There's a lot of, I'm kind of goofy.
Well, that's different than stupid.
Aren't there a lot of really serious people in the world that are just mean?
And boring.
Yeah.
Horribly boring people.
And those people smell.
I've never gotten close enough to notice.
Sometimes really smart people don't bathe.
Maybe they're not hoarding enough. They're not hoarding enough soap.
And then I think, how smart can you be?
You know how many times
Do you know you have dandruff and you stink?
Do you know how many people I've had to have in the course of my career in broadcasting when I was programming?
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
And I was managing people. You know how many times I had to have the Mr. Soap conversation with individuals? No. Terrible.
Really?
I mean, and you know how awkward that is to have that conversation?
Why would there showers? This is another thing. Do you know so many radio stations I worked at, different places, or even if I would just visit, do a fill-in or whatever, there was always a shower.
Well, yeah. Well, ever since, a lot of places put showers in after the blizzard of '78 because people got stuck there, and then Mr. Soap wasn't utilized, so that's why. A lot of places put showers in because people had to stay there overnight. You don't have to do that anymore, obviously, because you can broadcast from your house on your phone, for God's sakes.
Here's something that really would blow my mind, and I don't, besides people, full on having explosions in the restroom. And these are bathrooms with no windows. Now, you have options when you're in the radio industry, and we're not going to say who, but there would be people.
You don't have to.
That would... You can either go a little more distance. You could even take the elevator downstairs where there was windows in the bathroom, which would alleviate so much problems for it. Or you would go in this tiny bathroom in the middle of all the studios on the second floor and drop such a major deuce that when Sam, what's his name? Sam he was a big news guy.
Donaldson.
Sam Donaldson showed up. I'll never forget. Somebody had just done that. And here comes Mr. Donaldson walking up the stairs, and I was so embarrassed as somebody, right?
I remember that moment.
Do you remember that moment?
Sure do.
I remember that moment. But
I remember that moment.
I had something to tell you, and now I thought, here's what really blows my mind. People in radio, if you're interested in doing radio, or if you're in the business now.
Get out.
No.
Well, what?
No. If you're going to eat 20...
Tacos.
No, tacos, no, but cloves of garlic the night before... you might want to do it when you don't have to go into the radio station the next day. There's nothing worse than somebody that reeks of last night's food.
Fish.
Yes, when the door is closed, breathing all over you in the studio where there's no ventilation and you can't escape. Like, why?
I did it for over 40 years.
Why?
I did it for over 40
years. Why
years.
would you do that to your coworkers?
And one of the things you just underscored, one of the things that always jumped out at me is how inconsiderate other broadcasters can be to other broadcasters.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. It's like, my shift's done. I don't care what it looks like, what it smells like. Here, you're on. Knock yourself out.
They have sardines and eggs in studio during their show.
Yeah, and then they have them. Then they have them down the hall in that little room too.
And they leave the cans in the garbage can.
Yep.
They throw.
Yep.
I mean, I just used to blow my mind how disgusting people were.
Now that we've informed you on what's behind the curtain.
That's behind the curtain.
That's behind the curtain in the world. That holds true on television too, by the way. So all the broadcasting. Jen's News, lay a couple of stories on us.
Mac and cheese. Are you a mac and cheese fan?
Sort of. Every now and then I'll have some.
KFC is taking its wraps up a notch. The Kentucky Fried Chicken wraps, first introduced earlier this year, are now going to be available in 3 different varieties. Mac and cheese wrap, spicy slaw chicken wrap, and classic chicken. That's starting November 12th, by the way.
And ending the 13th for me.
Yeah. Here's a phenomenon. phenomena that's happening.
Phenomena.
Yes. That continues to happen. You see once a month you see these stories. Adults are throwing punches at Disneyland.
I saw a fight at Disney
and
World.
Disney World.
I actually saw a fist fight at
No
Disney
way.
World. Yeah.
Oh my God, so much for the happiest
Happiest
place on earth. Footage of Disneyland in Anaheim, California shows adults shoving, punching, and wrestling one another near several children. At one point, brawlers were dangerously close to knocking over a stroller. No arrests, of course, were made, and the incident remains under investigation.
That's terrible.
But I'm just saying, I mean, how are you going to behave like this? So if somebody cuts you, okay, that's aggravating, just keep going. If somebody says something fresh to you, because you can buy booze at Disney World. I know that.
Now you can, yeah.
Yeah, because if you go to the gift shop, you can get mouse ears, you can get sweatshirts, and then you can get half-gallon of vodka.
And you know this by personal...
Wow, yeah, I used to, go get the ears and the vodka.
There's actually, there's one restaurant now
there's
one restaurant now in the Magic Kingdom that serves liquor. Serves booze, and it's the that thing, the Beauty and the Beast, whatever Be My Guest. That's the restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, I didn't know you couldn't get booze.
It's all new. Of course, Epcot you can drink around the world if you wish.
Oh, but there was no booze at Disney before that,
nope,
unless it was in a gift shop.
Not in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, how about this? A study of the moon dates it 40 million years earlier than we thought.
How about that?
So, guess what?
What?
All you people out there. Guess what?
What?
The moon really does have aliens inside that are watching us.
And when it hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Yeah. Well, the moon may be 40 million years older than scientists previously thought, and that's according to a study published in the Geochemical Perspective Letters that looks at the remnants of molten crystals from the moon's surface. Scientists from the University of Chicago and the city's Field Museum say those shards have the record of an ancient collision that suggests the moon's intense creation happened much earlier than we thought.
See? Sometimes research can be beneficial.
And will you put your device on?
I can't seem to get it to agree with me today. Plus, my back is like, don't lift that thing.
Because the show's over. And finally, today for you, I have, get this, I didn't even know this. There's a woman that's 116 years of age, and she lives in Spain. Her name is, what's her name? Maria Brañas. She's 116 years old, and scientists from San Francisco are looking into how she managed to live this long.
116.
Well, she was born in San Francisco, but her parents were from Spain, and then she went back to Spain. They're studying to learn her secrets and develop cures for diseases based on her genetics. And so she said the reason why she probably lasted this long,
smoked 6 Camel packs of cigarettes a day.
She avoided toxic people, she avoided excess, and she didn't raise any kids.
That'll do it.
Didn't have any
check,
kids.
check.
Yep, so there you go. That's 116 years old, and she's still chugging along. She has mobility issues, but she's sharp as a tack.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll say.
Thanks to O'Hara Senior Care Services, 401-345-1811, o'haraseniorcare.com. Greg's in their 4 great locations.
Greg's.
Order your Thanksgiving.
Do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
Got to do it now because they sell out. It's not just like you can keep. They only have a certain number allotted, and then boom, it's over.
And you can order online at gregsusa.com or visit one of their 4 great locations: Providence, Warwick, East Providence, North Kingstown, and Operation Stand Down, Rhode Island, osdri.com. .org. I'm sorry. I gotta change this. osdri.org. This clown. And don't forget to follow us on commentary on rinewstoday.com. That's a .com. Every Wednesday we'll have commentary and our radio show. Saturday mornings at 7 on News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
Yeah.
Have a great week.
Have a good week. Go Pats.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Go Pats.
Oh, now here we go. Now we're on the bandwagon again.
I'm back. I was buying a Jets hat last week.
I'm back, baby.
Back.